All right. Well, it's time to bring the heat in, right? It's too hot to handle.
It is really too hot to handle. So we're continuing our too hot to handle Lions hot pad. So we cut out everything using the Cricut. Are you guys still following at home? I hope it wasn't too complicated.
No, that made sense. It was perfectly explained step by step.
Yeah,
I got it.
Once you get a hang of it, it becomes easier. And then then the designing is endless on what you can add to hot pads, to koozies, to t-shirts, to whatever you can name, candles. So it's so much fun to do. But now this part you get to do because you always bring the heat.
And come on.
So everything is placed on the hot pad.
Okay.
So now we're ironing it on. So now I'm going to need you to put parchment paper on to make sure everything is safe and we don't melt it.
Okay, now I understand why we're doing this, but just in case for somebody who is new to this, what would happen if we did not put parchment paper on there?
I believe it's going to melt that shiny plastic that it's on.
Okay.
So just an extra protectant
Yes.
that's on it. I think sometimes people use like regular paper too, but use parchment paper if you have it.
Okay.
So using the iron, all you have to do is you can
Just drop it on.
drop it on and kind of move it around and for like 10-ish seconds on each part. Yeah, just like that. Because if you put it on, I've learned if you keep it on too long, it could melt together. But this is just like a learning process.
So
A little bit of trial and error. Yeah, you know.
keep it on.
Yep, just keep it on. Yep, keep moving it around. And once again, yeah, and then especially with the letters too, because those all have to kind of melt on. So take some time on there. And what we can do is we'll lift up the parchment paper soon and we'll see if everything has been ironed on. If not, we'll come back, put the parchment paper back on. It is really that trial and error process that I've learned along the way. But yeah, it should be fairly simple. There is a cute little iron heat press on that they have for crafters out there, especially if you do more of like t-shirts and stuff. You're getting a zoom. But you really can just use an iron, which is super helpful. So let's see how we did, if it's sticking. Okay. All right.
Should be good.
Okay, so we'll take this off and we should, and if you can, honestly, you can feel the heat. Be careful.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's
So
a
now
hot
we'll be
pad.
able to peel it.
Oh.
And then they're all stuck on right there. And you should be good. Now I will say Mr. Lion's tail did get cut off when I got a little too scissor happy.
It's the same line. He's still roaring. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
He's still bringing the heat.
He's still bringing the heat. So we finished a craft right there. And we are too hot to handle. Our lions are going to be too hot to handle. Look at that.
Hot.
And now you can make that corn dip
There you go.
for that tailgate.
That's right. Psst. The Rochelle's recipe hot pad yesterday. That was from Nicole.
See, these make good gifts too. See, you did there.
But grab yours. We're getting hot in here. Look
That's
at that.
right. That's right. So as we continue to craft and wave our Lion's pride, we also have to do some imagination.